Hello, welcome back. We've been talking a lot lately about intelligence because we know that intelligence surrounds us in all aspects, outside, inside, it's all over. We've got universal forces or universal intelligence, and we've got innate forces and innate intelligence. And we want to talk about the difference between those two for just a little bit today. This is chiropractic principle number 26. Telling us that universal forces, which are all around us outside, has a bit of a destructive property, but a knowing at the same time. So we've got things like laws of physics or universal intelligence we see with wind and rain. And for example, we might have a breeze come through that can take some pollen from one plant and bring it over to the next. Or we might hear the rustle of trees and some of the dead leaves can fall to the ground. We might have raindrops that fall in just the perfect amount to nourish the grass and the trees and the flowers. But when universal intelligence, with this knowing, realizes that maybe the forest has become overpopulated with trees and we need to decrease some of that, we might get a harsher wind, like a hurricane coming through and ripping out trees that are there, maybe even weakened. We might get too much of that rainwater. We might have a flood, and in flooding situation, we know that the roots get weakened and the trees can again topple over. So there's a way using the deconstructive skill set of universal intelligence to manifest and create and work within the environment to create organization instead of chaos. Well, inside a living thing, we have innate intelligence. The job of innate intelligence that we've spoken of quite a few times before is a big job, and it has many properties to it. Specifically today, we're going to acknowledge that innate's job is constructive. It builds. An example of that would be after our two cells come together to make us, we start to, of course, we get the brain and the spinal cord and the nerve system. And then when we start to lay down bone, innate forces can lay down that bone bit by bit by bit until we reach our full height. There's a purpose, there's an intelligence that controls these forces to get our body to do just what it's supposed to do within the living organism. So there are some differences in universal and innate forces and intelligence. Hope you learned something. Take care.